Welcome to another edition of Talk City Greensboro, produced by GTN, featuring interviews and events happening around town. It's an easy way to stay in the know while you're on the go. Subscribe to Talk City on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or SoundCloud so you can keep up with what's going on in Greensboro City government. I'm your host, Josh Johnson, and with me, as always, Rosemary Plyman.
It's me. Yeah, it's me.
It's me.
You know, we all want to feel accepted and valued, and the feeling is at the core of Guilford Green Foundation's work. The organization works to unite our community and support and advance LGBTQ friends and neighbors. Jennifer Ruppe is Executive Director and our guest today. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So glad to have you here. Okay, your vision is to see Greater Greensboro with a thriving LGBTQ community that elevates all. And all is really kind of an important part of that. How's it going?
It's going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
We want to have a community that elevates all, and that means that everyone in our community, all LGBTQ people, have, equal access to all the things that make our life great. And we know that across the country, Greensboro is no different, but across the country, many people in the LGBTQ community still lack some of the resources that other people in the community have. So we're particularly focused on, at the center at least, making sure that LGBTQ youth have all the resources that they need to grow up and enter the world as adults with that experience freedom and security and safety and validation for who they are. We're also working with the trans community as well, who experience probably the most barriers to access to equality and just general safety in the community.
So what have been some of the major successes and maybe challenges that still remain?
So our biggest success is definitely opening the downtown center. If people aren't familiar, we're located at 121 North Green Street downtown. That was an old Quiznos. When I say people either remember that or they don't.
I do.
I remember now that you've said it.
Yeah. So I remember it because when I first walked into the building, it was an abandoned Quiznos, and I could not visualize having a center there.
Yeah.
But we worked with some really fantastic people, took it down to the studs, and built it into the beautiful, welcoming, and affirming center that you see now. And we did that in 2019.
Yeah.
We raised all the money for it and completed all this construction and cut the ribbon in January of 2020.
And it is a beautiful place.
Thank you.
I went to the Quiznos for lunch, and then a couple of years ago,
This was better?
Yes, much better.
Much
I did an
better.
interview with it. It is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
If you say the magic word, we'll still make you a sandwich.
Really? They got chicken carbonaras in the bag. Huh?
All right, let's talk about challenges. We can't talk about the successes because
Right.
there's still challenges that remain.
Well, challenges certainly, everybody's going to say COVID was
Right,
a
of
challenge.
course, yeah.
But we cut the ribbon to the new center on January 17th of 2020. So we were really just ready to, be out in the community and really just do a major, hey, we're here, let us help, come here, be here.
Right.
And then of course we had to close the doors. So that changed all of our plans. We had all these programming plans, but what we found ourselves doing was dealing with the crisis management and resource and referral work of meeting people where they were and providing the resources that they needed during COVID. And of course, the same thing everybody did, pivoting to doing things online as much as we could. We still saw a 37% increase in the number of people we engaged with during 2020.
Wow.
So that showed us that the need was certainly there. And even though we had to approach it differently, the need was there, and we figured out how to make it work.
Can you talk about some of the programming at the center?
Yeah, so we have youth programming. We have youth drop-in hours every Thursday night, as well as during the fall and spring semester. We have a gender and sexuality 8-week course that youth can go through, and it culminates in the LGBTQ Youth Alternative Prom every spring. So this was the second one, and 115 youth came to it. It was
Wow.
pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was one of the greatest nights of my year.
Wonderful.
Just seeing those kids like be themselves. We also have programming for seniors, for queer people of color, and for the trans community. Those are our main focuses. But then we have other things out in the community, meetups and Green Queen Bingo, and just various different things for everyone to get involved with.
Yeah. So talk a little bit how we can how can people get involved? And you've just mentioned some of your events. What are other things that people can do?
So we want people to come to the center. If you've never been, come to the center.
Yeah.
Just walk downtown, come in, visit us, come to a Green Queen Bingo event, follow us on social media, and come to one of our meetups or one of our takeovers or the various places that we're showing up in the community. And whatever your motivation is, just come and meet us and get to know us. And hopefully whatever you're looking for, we'll be able to help connect you with that.
What's next?
Next year is our 25th anniversary, so we've got a lot of things planned. We want to make our $1 millionth grant.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's big.
so it is big. So we've given over $900,000 in grants since our inception, and we want to hit that $1 million mark next year. Plus, we're planning a big community celebration, so more to be revealed on that.
Okay, stay tuned.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, if you want to support, get involved, of course, you can visit the center. It's downtown. If you want to just dip your toe in, find out what it's all about, GuilfordGreenFoundation.org is the place to go online, and then to go out even more. So thank you so much.
Thanks
really
so much.
appreciate it for you being
Thanks
with
for
us.
being here.
Thank you.
Stay tuned in weekly by subscribing to Talk City Greensboro on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And don't forget, you can download Talk City from SoundCloud.
That's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to watch GTN, your official source for news and information about the city of Greensboro. GTN is available on Spectrum Channel 13
AT&T U-verse Channel 99.
and North State Channel 31.
GTN also streams live on Roku and the city's website
At
greensboro-nc.gov.
greensboro-nc.gov.